The first of the finals is set to get underway here at Lyddon for the Five Nations Rallycross Championship, and it is the juniors, Tom Ovenden lining up on pole position, Luke Constantine alongside, and then Ben Sayer on the outside of the front row of the grid. Corey Paget is on row 2 with alongside number 152 of newcomer Caitlin May, and then the back row Max Watt, and I'm delighted to say that just coming to the grid is Owen Robbins, who we've not seen out since the car broke and caused a red flag at the start of Q1. The Q1 race was twice red flagged, in fact. The first time because Max Watt had an accident, and the second time because on the restart Owen Robbins' car didn't go anywhere. But the grid is there, the grid is formed, and 6 laps for the junior final is set to get underway. The championship being led by the man on pole position, Tom Ovenden, with Luke Constantine second in the championship and Ben Sayer third, and they also lock out the front row of the grid. Ready to race board is shown. Drivers now look towards the lights, which in a moment will go green. We are racing. Who makes the best getaway? Not a brilliant start by Luke Constantine, but a good getaway by Ben Sayer on the outside line, and he then decides to go for the joker. He takes Caitlin May with him as there. On the inside line, Tom Ovenden just gets out his elbows, keeps the advantage ahead of Luke Constantine as they come across the loose for the first time then. It is going to be in third place by the look of it, Corey Paget, but a good start by the championship leader, Tom Ovenden. He's up front as the cars come onto the tarmac then, down towards the Devil's Elbow for the first time of 6, but right on his tail is Luke Constantine, both of them sophomore drivers in the junior championship, and getting away already from the third place car of Corey Paget then as they turn their way up through the hairpin. Turn out of the right-hander now, make the run downhill, but to the outside line goes 107. Luke Constantine tries to make a move there. He gets an absolute face full of Tom Ovenden, who is making that car very, very wide, but Constantine keeps on going all the way around the outside. Brilliant move, he's done it, gets his nose in front, and at the end of lap 1, Luke Constantine leads as he leaps over the curb, goes onto the loose at Chestons with Tom Ovenden in second place. Third was Corey Paget, but he's now gone joker. So it is up front Luke Constantine, but that was a really, really good move round the outside. Brave stuff. Maybe at the start of the day when it was more slippery he wouldn't have tried that, but you can't leave anything on the table in the final. Everything matters now. So Luke Constantine it is who leads the pack as they climb the hill. Now what has Tom Ovenden got by way of retaliation? He won here in August, did Tom, championship leader, but it's important for the man behind him in the points, Luke Constantine, to start this double-header weekend in fine style. And behind him we've got them 3 wide going into the hairpin. Have a look at the top of the shot. There's a real skirmish going on, out of which Corey Paget will just emerge. But downhill into paddock, Luke Constantine it is that's the race leader. What's going on for third? Ben Sayer, in fact, is up into third place now. He has jokered, so there he is. Sayer up to third once more. Fourth, Max Watt. Fifth, Owen Robbins. They have yet to joker as the leaders go by. This time Owen Robbins just darts out of the shot in the blue car. He goes for the joker lap. So it is currently Luke Constantine leading the way by 0.6 of a second. Now neither of those have jokered, and behind them is Ben Sayer, who has. Now if he can really, really push now, pretend this was like a dummy qualifying session, bring down that gap, could he inherit the race lead when the top 2 joker? That's got to be the mission now for him. He's not having to defend from behind, he's not squabbling with anybody, so he's not having to think about defending or attacking. He can just drive his race, drive his lines, whereas up front Constantine is still trying to make sure that Ovenden is behind. There's the danger man, 77 then Ben Sayer. Former Carter comes downhill, look, uses all of that concrete on the outside, tries to get as much width of the road as he can as he dances the car across the loose. There are the leaders up the road, and it's leader singular because Constantine now takes the advantage. Ovenden goes for the joker. Now what can Ben Sayer do? Have a look in the background, wait to see whether it's going to be red or white. It is red, so Tom Ovenden hangs on to second place. Third is Ben Sayer. He doesn't gain therefore on the joker lap as we were at lap 4 out of the 6 now. But what about this man? Now Luke Constantine has a similar situation to Ben Sayer. Drive your own lap. Don't defend, just attack, attack, attack. Don't make mistakes. And in theory, that should keep him ahead once he jokers. He's only got 2 more to go, of course, as he comes downhill. Makes the run in towards paddock. So now the Constantine Motorsport car up front bounces its way over that loose section through the chicane, trying to avoid the curb if you can. don't use too much because that's been acting as a ramp really and launching people as to the Joker lap goes the race leader. Where is Tom Ovenden? There he is. Is he going to get the lead back here on the Joker? It's going to be close. He has got the power down as back over the jump. There is Constantine. They're going to be side by side. Constantine has just got his nose in front. He will also have the inside line for the Devil's Elbow on the tarmac. So a really good move that has just kept him ahead. But Ovenden is right there behind him with one more lap to run at the end of this. He's certainly not given up, that's for sure. Climb the hill, nose to tail. Ben Sayer still there in third place, looking to try to close if he can as Ovenden dives to the inside line. Contact between the two. Constantine just ahead, but he's on the outside line. Ovenden doesn't really force the issue, perhaps realising that if he had, he might have got a penalty, so he backs off. Attacks again later in the race, maybe. Into paddock they come, still nose to tail. Ovenden, arguably the quicker of the two, but the cork in the bottle is Constantine, who's doing a good job of defending as they drop to the loose once again. And is Ovenden going to be able to find a gap? Let's see. Can't afford to do anything overly heroic necessarily there, because if it's slippy on the outside line, you'll drift out, lose momentum, possibly lose too much time. So where does he make the move? Ideally, it's going to be on the tarmac. Down to the Devil's Elbow. Ovenden closes up once more under braking. Through that left-hander they turn. The climb up Hairy Hill. Now this is where Ovenden made his dive bomb move a lap ago. Is he close enough this time to think about it? Brakes as late as he can, and Constantine covers off the inside line. Ovenden tries to prise open the door with only really the run downhill and then paddock to the chicane to go. Inside line covered off by Constantine. It looks like it's going to be a race win for him. Across the loose they come. Checker flag is at the ready, and so it is going to be a race win for Luke Constantine, who comes across the line just ahead of Tom Ovenden, nose to tail as they broke the beam. A tenth of a second between the two. Third going the way of Ben Sayer. In fourth place it is Caitlin May ahead of Owen Robbins, and then Corey Paget on the last lap ahead of Max Watt. So Caitlin May, first time out, having a very good run for fourth place, but a really good drive that by the car of Luke Constantine. Comes home as the race winner, does Luke. A tenth of a second the margin. Luke Constantine wins the second round of the Junior Rallycross Championship ahead of Tom Ovenden, and Ben Sayer comes home in third.